Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought we work on a 2-page grandparent scrapbook layout. The paper that I'm using for today is actually from scrapbook.com. It's from the Alice in Wonderland collection by Echo Park. To start off, my paper does measure 11.5 by 11.5, and I did ink my edges with my Stampin' Up! Early Espresso. For my bottom piece, this will serve as my floor. It does measure 11.5 by 2.5. For my next piece, this one is actually also from the Alice in Wonderland collection. I really liked it, really recommend it. This one measures 11.5 by 1 inch. Next, I do have two little pieces. This is just a strip paper. It measures 1/8. It's yellow cardstock, and for my border, this is actually just a Google image that I brought down to my silhouette and trace. If anybody's interested, I do have a tutorial on that, and I'll go ahead and bring it down here. And I'll go ahead and glue it down with my zip dry. And today I'm trying to create a scene layout. My kids visiting my in-laws, their grandparents. A while ago, I want to say maybe last month, my in-laws had gone and gotten tested for the coronavirus. Thank God everything was negative. And we went to go visit them, and my kids hadn't seen them since before the virus hit back in March. So it was a really nice day. My kids had so much fun. They played nonstop, and I took so many pictures that day because I just thought it was just beautiful. I mean, they had spoken to them via FaceTime, but it's not the same when you're actually able to be there, you know, just playing with them. And my father-in-law lives for family time. He adores his grandkids, and they just played nonstop. They had so much energy. So I did complete this layout a couple of weeks ago. I haven't had a chance to film. Next, I'll go ahead and back this on a piece of 12 by 12 craft cardstock paper. For my next page, I do have it ready. Next, I do have 3 photo frames. They do measure 5 by 5, and on my silhouette, I did do internal offset. For the inside, it measures 4 by 4 and 1/8. Over here. To start off, I do have my title. My title measures 3.5 by 5.5, and I did pop it up between the layers. And I almost forgot, this photo frame is from Little Scraps of Heaven. I do have 2 chairs. They do measure 3 7/8 by 3 3/4. Go ahead and bring them over here. Now these are the chairs that I recently used on a Christmas layout where I have Mr. and Mrs. Claus sitting down. I took it from this file. Next, I do have my couch. My couch does measure 2 3/4 by 6.5, and this part right here, I actually popped it up with 1 thickness of foam tape. And as you can see, this paper is also from the Alice in Wonderland collection. It's really nice. I really recommend it. Next, I do have my little table. It measures 1 7/8 by 2 1/4. Go ahead and bring it over here. Next, I do have the grandparents that come with this file. For the grandfather, he does measure 4.5 by 2 1/4, and on his glasses, I did end up using my Glossy Access by Ranger. For the grandmother, she does measure 4 5/8 by 2 1/4. Go ahead and bring them over here. And for him, it's so funny when I posted this on my Snapchat, because I always give a preview of what I'm working on. My friend sent me a message saying that this looked just like her father, and once I saw that, I couldn't unsee it, because when I was looking at him, this does look like her father as well. I love him. He's such a great role model, great person, but I just thought it was funny. Go ahead and bring him over here. Next, I do have my little girl. She does measure 4.5 by 2 1/4 for her legs. I did pop it up on 1 thickness of foam tape just to give the appearance of that she's sitting down. And on her bow, I did use an enamel dot. Go ahead and bring her over here. And when she goes to my in-laws, the first thing she always does is they have a little horsey for her, and she always goes straight to this horse to play with it. So as soon as I saw this from Cuddly Cute Designs, I knew I had to get it. And for his eye, I did end up using my black Nuvo Drops. So go ahead and place it right here. For my little boy, he does measure 3 3/4 by 2 inches. For him, he's laid down flat, but the book he's holding is actually popped up on foam tape. And with him, my in-laws have a book section, and the first thing my son always does, because my son adores books, the first thing he does is go straight to the books, goes to sit down on the couch and just looks at them. He doesn't know how to read, but he's obsessed with books. So go ahead and bring him over here. While I was working on this layout, my husband saw it, and he was really happy, because we really got some good pictures on the day we went to go visit them, and he was like, "Oh, thank you so much for doing this layout. I really appreciate it." I was like, "Of course." The point of scrapbooking is to scrapbook awesome memories. And I think this style is actually quite cute because this is actually how my father-in-law dresses. When I saw it, I thought, oh, it's like they designed it for him. And I did complete this a while ago, but I believe I changed the hair on the little girl. Like I said before, I often do that. I think she had like her hair was up or something, and I don't like that. So I believe on this one I did change the girl. And if you saw a recent video that I just posted, I created a layout on my silhouette. I show you how I oftentimes change the hair on my SVG files. It's quite simple, no big deal. Next, I do have just a little bit of accessories, flowers for here. Now my in-laws do have fur babies. For this dog, I believe is actually from Little Scraps of Heaven. I believe it was a freebie, a New Year's Eve freebie, maybe last year or the year before. And actually it's holding a tiny little flag welcoming the new year, and I forgot if it was 2020 or 2019. But for him, I did pop him up on foam tape, but not the bottom part because he'll be sitting down on the couch, and this part is already popped up. And his nose area, I did pop it up on foam tape as well. For his eyes, I use my black Nova drops. Put him here. And for this one, I believe it's from Miss Kate Cuttables. For my little dog, it measures 2.5 by 2 1/8. For my gray dog, it measures 3.5 by 2.5. And he's popped up on foam tape, and he has a little ball he'll be playing with. And there you have it. This is my 2-page grandparent scrapbook layout. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye for now.